The Dragon and the Treasure. It's the oldest story told in time. You've heard it before, and you're going to hear it again because I'm about to repeat it. It's the story of the night it's the story of the village, right? The village that some medieval town, and they're experiencing some sort of disturbance. There's a dragon nearby, and it's causing issues. The town is their crops are low, the people are poor and they're hungry, and they need they need money, they need freedom from whatever oppression there is. And some hero will arise. A knight says, I'm going to go defeat the dragon. I'm going to go get the treasure and bring it back to the town so the town can be rich and prosperous again. And it is the story of him going to the mountain, going to the cave, and he finds a little bit of treasure, and the deeper he goes is the more and more treasure he finds. But the greatest treasure, the salvation of the town, where the big diamond is, that the greatest amount of gold, is guarded by this giant sleeping dragon. The dragon that sleeps on top of this mountain of gold. And the hero has to go in and defeat the dragon, fight the dragon to get the treasure. The greatest treasure is where the danger is the highest. And that is you battling yourself to get what you want the most. A lot of people say they want to be rich. They want to be a millionaire. They want to own their own business. They want to drive a Lamborghini. But guess what? That Lamborghini, it's that diamond that the dragon is sleeping on top of, right? To be rich is that mountain of treasure that the dragon is sleeping on top of. And that dragon is you. You have to defeat your own worries, your own doubts, right? You say you want to be rich, you want to be a millionaire. Why aren't you? Why aren't you a millionaire? It's because when you stop to think about it, you say, man, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to become rich. I'll give you one path to becoming rich right now. I don't know where you are in life. Okay, you could be 17 years old, you could be 37 years old, you could be 57 years old. If you want to become rich right now, what you do is you go to school, you get a 4-year degree in, biology, and then you study for the MCATs while you're there, and you do well on your MCATs. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't even know if the MCATs are for that, but you study for medical school, you do well, you get into medical school, you get good grades in your undergraduate, you have straight A's, you get into medical school, you go into medical school, you study and become a fucking neurologist, okay, because neurologists make a lot of money as doctors. Hell yeah, become a neurosurgeon, that's even better. Neurosurgeons make like $600,000 a year base. It's so easy. So easy right there. Boom, become a neurosurgeon. And then you can become rich just like that. But most people don't want to do it. That is the dragon. That is you saying that in order to get rich, I have to go to medical school. I have to discipline myself. I have to overcome my worries about being a 37-year-old man going back to undergraduate school to get a bachelor's in biology. You have to overcome your fears, your worries about, oh my God, I have to go to school. That's going to be so hard. I'm too worried. I'm too scared. What if I don't make it? What if I fail? What if I'm taking classes I don't want to take? Well, guess what? That is the dragon. You want to be rich? You want to be a rich doctor? Well, then that's what you have to do. And you know what? In all honesty, it's not easy. It is very fucking hard. And guess what? I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't want to be a doctor, don't fucking do it. Don't take that route to riches. There's plenty of others. There's plenty of other routes to riches. Okay? I know a lot of people who became doctors because that's just what they were told. I come from an immigrant background. I was born here, but raised by immigrant parents, and immigrants are always told you have to go become a doctor or a lawyer. And you know what? A lot of immigrant kids become doctors and lawyers and they hate themselves for it. They hate their career. They do it because that's what their parents told them. Sure, they make the money, but the money doesn't make them any happier with their careers. So I'm not telling you to do that. But another route to becoming rich is selling used car parts on eBay. Go to the local car scrapyard, because there has to be one near your town. I know there's one here in Texas that is close to me. I can go to that scrapyard and I can buy, Audi electronic parts. Let's say the electronic mirror on the Audi, right? That's like controlled. It's got a heating system in there, and then you can angle the mirror and change it and all that stuff, right? There's presettings. That whole system, that mirror costs probably a couple $100 brand new. I can go to a junkyard and I could buy that part for maybe 50 or 60 bucks. I could buy that mirror, go to eBay, I can photograph it, go on eBay, put the photo up, use AI to write a description for me, or I could just copy a description from the AutoZone website for that mirror, copy and paste that into my eBay listing and post it, and then I could sell that part for double, triple, quadruple what I paid for it. And guess what? You do that over and over and over and over again, you will build a business. And I know somebody who makes over $25,000 a month with that business. The guy's a millionaire, self-made. I just laid out to you 2 different ways to become wealthy. And the dragon is you getting past your bitch inner voice, your worries about how hard it's gonna be to do that. Well, I'm not really interested in selling car parts. Fine, then go fucking sell frozen yogurt. Go sell something. You can do it. If you don't want to sell something and you want to be a highly paid employee, go to law school, go to medical school, go become an anesthesiologist, go become a radiologist, go become a fucking dentist, go into a high-paying profession. But you have to sit down and Google what are high-paying professions. Look at the average salaries of those high-paying professions. H1bdata.gov or something like that. But there's a database, and it's like the H1B salary database. If you just Google that, it gives you a searchable database of job descriptions, industries, companies, and these companies have to report what are the salaries to the federal government, so that for the H1B visa purposes. So you can get that database and you can get what companies report. This is what we pay strategy consultants at Deloitte. This is what we pay, medical directors at Methodist Hospital. You can find that data out. You can do your own research, or Glassdoor. You could just type in, you want to work at a fucking bottling plant or something, you type in bottling plant operator salary and hit enter, and you could figure out what those professions make. The point is that if you want to be rich, then you can do that. But you have to defeat the dragon, and that dragon is you. And now I'm talking about money, I'm talking about wealth, but what about just being physically fit and looking yourself in the mirror and liking what you see? I love what I see in the mirror, and I'm proud of the journey that I'm on. I ultimately want to look like a pro wrestler. I'm really trying to get much bigger, put on more size and weight and all of that. But I'm not waiting until I get to the end of the journey to be proud of it. I'm happy to be on that journey now. And I'm fighting and defeating that dragon every day. Every fucking morning I wake up at 3:40 and I'm tired. I just want to sleep with my beautiful wife and just be happy and snuggle with her. But no, I got to get the fuck out of bed, get into the cold air conditioned apartment in the dark, stumble around, put on my workout clothes, go down to the gym, be there at 4 a.m. And at 4 a.m. while she's sleeping, while the rest of the building and the rest of the city behind me is sleeping, everybody's fucking chilling, relaxing. And I'm out there fucking lifting heavy weights and I'm defeating that fucking dragon so that I can get to the treasure, so I can get to that body that I want to have. So I can get to that discipline that I want to have. I had no sense of fucking self-discipline. And I'm doing this mostly so I could build the self-discipline in myself, so I could rebuild my self-confidence. So, what is the dragon? The dragon is you. That is, it's guarding the thing that you want the most. You know, I had a conversation with a coworker of mine, and this is a very successful, executive level coworker who is, like I said, very successful, went through a lot of challenges in their life. And they were telling me that, they were saying, well, what's my dragon? And I'm like, well, what is your treasure? Well, I don't know. You know, this person has lots of money, very wealthy, has multiple properties, can travel and do all kinds of things. But I'm like, your treasure is probably to spend more time with your family, spend more time with your spouse. Your treasure is probably the ability, you already go on a couple of vacations a year, but what if you just wanted to go on vacation right now? Can you? Can you just drop what you're doing? Drop what you're doing, go on vacation tomorrow. Just book a ticket and go. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Maybe that's what you want, right? So spend more time with your family, your kids, your grandkids. What is your treasure and what is holding you back? Maybe it is that financial freedom. Even at this executive's level, this executive's like, well, yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe I want to have more money. Well, then maybe you need to go start a business so you can have more flexibility. Or maybe you need to find a job that will give you more flexibility. And this executive I know is at a great company. I think they have all the flexibility that they need. But there has to be something in their life that maybe they weren't admitting to me, but there's always something people want to improve on. Especially executive level people are very type A. They're always trying to improve, become better and better, to themselves. So it could just be their physical fitness, wanting to keep up. I know that their partner is somebody who is very athletic, and maybe this person wants to be more athletic so you can keep up with their partner. So whatever your treasure is, the thing that you want, the dragon is that inner voice inside of you that keeps telling you, I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I'll start dieting tomorrow. Yeah, that's when I'll do it. That's when I'll start dieting. And that is your dragon. That is you telling yourself, I'll start the diet tomorrow. I'm gonna start working out tomorrow. Fucking stop being a bitch and start now. And let me tell you something. If you're gonna start tomorrow, then start tomorrow. Tell yourself you're gonna do it and make sure you do. And I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. It's not easy to just go cold turkey into it, And by going cold turkey, I don't mean you go cold turkey into like massive, high intensity exercise. It took me over a year to get my bitch ass out of bed in the morning and get to the gym consistently. But you know what? And for me to build myself to where I am right now, which is a 10-mile run, an hour of lifting, I'm doing all of this before 7 a.m. every morning. Before 6 a.m., every morning. And you know what? It took a lot of time to get here. And, I started with just 10 minutes a day. I said I'm going to go to the gym and just spend 10 minutes. And I did that for about 2 months before I went from 10 to 15. But eventually I worked my way up over time, building up my cardiovascular system, building up my musculoskeletal system, building up my joints so they can handle the stresses of increasingly higher and higher weight, because I've been out of the gym for over 15 years consistently. So, I've been back into it now and it feels amazing. But you have to start defeating that dragon. And you don't have to kill the biggest one right away, right? You can start with your small little bits of treasure, work your way up, kill the little dragons, and build up some level of consistency in systems so that you can keep working towards self-improvement and eventually get to the things that you want. But if you don't defeat that dragon, if you don't overcome your self-doubt, your worries, your excuses, you're never going to get the treasure. You're never going to get the thing that you want the most. And I mean, you see those people. You see those people, the older people at the dollar store. Is that what you want?